Okay, so I started actually prying on the box, and the best way I figured out to do it is if you see there's little like fuel tanks and boxes underneath there, you just go underneath there and twist the screwdriver, and it's glued so it pops up. Oh, well, there goes the box, and the floor is like a flat bed floor. It's glued, so you just have to pry with the screwdriver until you get it to pop up. I think it's a little too strong for the X-Acto knife blade to just snap it right off. But the plastic appears to go right into the cab, where that little, you see that little lump there? That's where it's connected underneath here. I started grinding on it, but I didn't get it all the way. I wanted to see if I could get it while I was on camera. So I'll just pry a little bit, see if I can get it. Probably not. Probably gonna have to get the plastic out from the little nub, and then it'll just pop right out. I don't want to do too much damage to it because I want to be able to pop it back in and have it kind of tight. So that's why I'm not really using the Dremel. Well, it just snapped right off there. That was pretty easy. You can see what it looks like there. Another thing that I checked, I was curious as to see, you know, if this old box and this old box were anywhere near the same length or size. So I put this box on top of it and they're exactly the same. So if you don't want to do a whole lot of modifying, all you really need to do is paint this box white and then repaint the stripes on the right here silver, because most of those are silver. And then with the back door you can do whatever you want. My plans are I'm going to cut out the two swing doors, put in a roll-up door, and then put the gate that folds out and then goes up and down. It's a lift gate. But if you don't want to do all that, this will actually fit, or it should fit right on there. You'll need to take the spare tire off, I noticed. There's a spare tire on this box. But yeah, it appears to be the right length. And the air dam fits perfect actually with this box. But the box has got the rounded front corners like the prototype. So I'll continue to drill on this and get this cab off. I can already see right now another thing is going to be pretty tough. The air dam is also held on by those metal studs that go through the roof. I'm glad the roof is smooth and not ribbed though, because I can put filler putty in those holes and then sand the roof completely flat on the top, and you'll never even know that those holes were there. But I think what I'll do is I'll drill this out, show you real quick what it looks like, take it apart, and then cut the video again and drill the air dam out, and then we'll come back after that. Okay, so I think I did a little more damage to the frame than I wanted to. That's because I found that I forgot that I bought a Milwaukee power set. It's the big M18 fuel lithium. I bought the big kit to work on the house, and I had this out in the shop because this is like a micro drill, and it's got a locking system for the bits. You just pull this out and then pull the bit out, and this is what one of the drill bits looks like. If you can see that. The sunlight's coming right through the window right now. But yeah, it's pretty neat. A lot quieter than the Dremel, and yeah, I completely forgot I had it, and this is what it sounds like. So you just barely pull on the trigger. I went a little too hard on the trigger and did a little bit of damage to the frame. It's not too bad. I mean, it's still straight and it's in one piece, but I did pry up on it and get the cab off. So that's what it looks like when it comes off. But that was like, I don't know, 20 seconds of drilling. So it really wasn't that bad. I'll go ahead and put this down where it's not in my way. And then get a pair of tweezers out and try to pull this interior out. There's the gray seats, gray and black. They came out pretty easy. And then again, this this little hump section right here, if I paint this black on the outside, it'll have the same window shape as the Isuzu. I can't tell. I think actually the windows go in from the outside. As a matter of fact, it looks like the windows are put in from the outside to make them flush. Very interesting. I've never seen that before. Yeah, that's. Oh wow. Okay, the air dam just popped off, and I didn't even have to drill. If you do have to drill, make sure you get bits that are not bigger than the holes. But mine, I just pried on it a little bit and it popped off. They're both metal pieces. This is metal, and the cab is metal. So here's basically what the cab's going to look like. I got to fill those holes in and sand them. Ideally, I would use Squadron Putty because that's my favorite. I just ran out of it though because I was using it on another project. So I'm not sure what I'm going to use right now. I do have vehicle bondo. I might use that because it's stronger than some of the other stuff. But I really want to sand these. They're kind of like, well, if it's in the sunlight there, no. They're kind of like lumps, bumps, humps. So yeah, I gotta sand those down first. And this is metal, so that might take a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna do that on camera. I got my flat rasp file. It's not a very meaty file, so it's not gonna be super harsh on the model. I've had this for many years. Yeah, I'm just gonna go like this and go across the top of the cab. Okay, so here we are with the Isuzu box fan. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and open up the bondo and the hardener and mix up a little bit on the top of this lid. And once I do that, I'll apply it to the models and we'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here so you can see. Bondo's like a thick gray color. Definitely smells like the bondo I'm used to. I've never used this brand before, but I've used lots of others. What I'm going to do is just put a little bit of bondo here on the top. The hardener will be a like a burgundy red color. And you just use a couple of drops of the bondo or the hardener. Since I'm not using a whole lot right now, it doesn't take a whole lot of the hardener. So what I'm going to do is I'll just mix a little bit at a time. This is the first bit that I'm going to mix. This should turn like a peach color. That's the color that you really want for the bondo itself. Make sure to get it all in there. Looks like I might have used a little bit too much hardener, but that's okay. think I see a hair in there. I don't like that. Definitely gonna wanna see if I can find that again. Get it out of there. Don't want don't want imperfections in there, especially working with a small trail car or vehicles anyway. So it's kind of like a peach cream color. What I really want to do is I really want to get this on the model before it starts to harden. And I only need a little tiny bit for this model. But I need, this is just a painter's palette, but I need quite a bit for this other truck. That's why I mixed a bunch. And I just want to make sure and get it off the areas where I don't want it. It's on the side of the cab and on the door and everything. I don't want bondo there. Make sure you get it out of the window frame area. I'll give you a close-up when I'm done with this. Basically, I want to get it off the areas where I don't want it to set. Okay, so I got the bondo cream on top of it. You can pretty much see it. It's a little wavy, but when it dries hard, we'll sand it, and you'll never even know that there was holes there, hopefully. And then we'll paint it. Okay, so we're back with whatever part this is. It is the next day from the last time you saw the cab. I started sanding on the roof of the cab. It's looking pretty good. The passenger side little round piece is starting to show through a little bit. So I'm done on the passenger side. Now I'm just going to sand a little bit on the driver's side. Try to get a little bit of that ripple taken out of there above the driver door. I don't have gloss white, but I'm planning on spraying this flat matte clear anyway, so I can use a flat white on the roof. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to mask all the way around and then just spray the roof real quick, a flat white. And then I'm thinking about using the detail enhancer, which is just a really thin black paint, that's all it is, to spray inside the cracks and everything of the doors, and have everything show up really nice and neat. And yeah, that's really smooth now. So the bondo did its job. You can see it's like smooth across the top. So what I think I'll do now is, actually I'll just show you real quick how I take off little pieces. I'm going to take off the middle mirrors real quick. Just using a little pair of pliers. These are metal, so you should be able to just clamp on and then move it back and forth and snap it off. Got that one off. Got that one off. Alright, now I'm going to sand those down because there's a little bit of burr on them. And prepare the body for paint.